Hopefully you're enjoying this. You're listening to me play the guitar poorly. And I want to talk about why that's okay. Now, when I was growing up, I would often hear the expression, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing well. And on its surface, that is a great message. It's an important message. The idea behind it is that if you're going to put effort into a task, you should really go all the way and do the best job that you're able to do with that task. And if it's not worth doing a good job, then you may want to consider just not wasting your time with that task. And so, yet again, it's one of those things that is a great concept. However, as a society, and for me personally, I took it too far. I started taking that to mean that I needed to make everything perfect. Any task that I set my hand to, I needed to be great at it. And so that was an expectation that I saw in society around me and that I placed on myself. And in a lot of ways, that actually held me back from making progression, especially meaningful progression at things that I was shooting for. If I showed an aptitude for something, I could jump straight into that and, really kind of go at it and show off until I realized I wasn't as good as I thought I was. And then my ability to perform or my desire to perform kind of petered out, because if I couldn't do it well, what was the point of doing it? And what I had to learn was that if you love something, and if something's worth doing, it is worth doing poorly. And I've heard that phrase a few times in different contexts and with different wording, but the idea is the same. That if I really want to progress at something, if I want to develop at something and get better, or if I love doing something, it's okay to do a poor job at it. It's okay to not be perfect, to stumble, to make mistakes, and to enjoy myself along the way. This is something that held me back in my drawing for a very long time, because I would work in my sketchbook privately and I would try and make, good drawings and illustrations to show people. But it became more and more painful to do because I wasn't reaching the levels that I was hoping for, that I expected. And I was constantly disappointed in myself. And even if others weren't judging me, I was judging me. And so I stopped progressing because I was so scared of sharing where I was at or what I was doing that I lost the opportunity to love the process and love the growth wherever I was at on that journey. And so it's important that if you love something, and if something's worth doing, that you're willing to do it poorly, that you're willing to have the pages and pages of horrible drawings to see a little progression, to have the one once in a while that turns out well. Because through that process and learning to love the process, even if you're not great at it, you will grow and you will develop. The same thing's true in other aspects of my development. The things that we do to get better are not always the prettiest. When I sing, in order to expand my vocal range, I gotta sing ugly. I gotta explore what happens with my voice as I shift it around, change tonalities. When I'm trying to stretch my range, it doesn't sound pretty. I make mistakes. My voice cracks. I always sound better in the shower, but there are still limitations. And so the exercises I do to help strengthen my voice are ugly. They're mistake-filled. When I sing songs, I have to sing them repeatedly. And for that one time that I get it, that I nail it, I have so many hundreds of times I go through it that I don't. And so it's important to put in that time, that effort, and do something poorly before you can progress. So the same thing is true for guitar. I spend time, not as often as I'd like, but when I'm able to, because I love playing the guitar and I love singing. And so I will often come back to the same songs, such as Farewell to the Piano. And you can hear, even today, I'm rusty, I'm struggling, I've got a camera on, which scares me a little bit, and I'm making a lot of mistakes, but that's okay. When I'm sitting around a campfire, nobody's pointing out the notes that I'm missing. They're enjoying just the ambient sounds. When I get to sit down on an evening and play for myself or for my children, it's about the playing. It's about enjoying the music. And every once in a while, I get to a place where I'm good enough or happy enough that I can start performing. And so, even when I do other types of songs, I can do that. All right, so I want to play for you a song that I composed during the pandemic. And I'm going to take the time to play it poorly because I can't play as well as I can compose. The music that I compose often exceeds my abilities, and I have ways of working around it. So when I'm composing a song that I'm going to be doing for a game or something like that, I can digitally compose in software and have it play for me, or I can play pieces and connect them together. And as long as I get a section right, then I can match all the sections and it works as a song. But as far as performing it, I struggle to get all the way through a piece and nail it perfectly. That's not a skill that I've taken the time to develop, but it's one that it still shouldn't stop me from enjoying the process. And so I'm going to play this song for you, and I hope you'll forgive any mistakes along the way, but this is the first time I'm kind of putting it out to the public, so I hope you enjoy. See, another mistake spot. Once again, apologies. Anyway, so that's it. Once again, if you love something, be willing to be bad at it. And hopefully you'll progress and develop on your journeys. And good luck and take care. Bye.